Welcome back, friends. Now we'll move to next point. We have seen basic structure. Next is attribute types. Each attribute of a relation has a name. We are seeing now the structure of relational database model and which will have a relation, and in this what will be the attribute properties. So each attribute of a relation has a name, and the set of allowed values for each attribute is called as domain of the attribute, which we have seen. Permitted value for relation or attribute is called as domain of the attribute or domain of the relation. Attribute values are required to be atomic, that is indivisible. So the values should not be divisible. In divisible means we should not make those different parts. Normally such value is required as a attribute value, but in some cases there are exceptions. Multi-valued attribute are not atomic in nature, so they are not indivisible, they are divisible. Composite attribute value we have shown as a name, which we can divide in three parts: first name, middle name, and surname. So composite attribute values are also not atomic in nature. There are exceptions, but attribute values are required to be atomic. Maximum atomic value, it is good for the database. And special value null is a member of every domain. So if nothing is there inside attribute value, by default it will have a null value. For example, suppose there is a name of a student, this is attribute, and some row which don't have a name present, then by default the system inserts their null value, null, null. So null value is a member of every domain. If nothing is there, null will be there. Now this null value causes complications in definition of many operations. This is only for information. How it can affect and how we can ignore that effect, we are going to see in coming lectures. So this is regarding attribute. So in relational database model or relational database management system, attribute will have a different name in a relation. Set of allowed values for attribute is called as domain of the attribute. Attribute values are required normally to be atomic, that is indivisible. But there are exceptions. Multi-valued attribute have atomic, and composite attribute values are also atomic. If no value is there, then by default null value will be there inside a attribute. So null is a member of every domain. Now we'll see relational schema. Assume A1, capital A1, A2 up to capital AN are attributes. Then R is equal to A1, comma A2 up to AN is a relational schema. For example, suppose customer schema is a relation which will have three attributes. First is, that is A1, customer name; A2, customer street; A3 or AN, that is customer city. Small r of capital R is a relation on relation schema R. So schema R is a capital R which will have collection of attributes, and small r of R is a relation on the customer schema R. So example, customer is a relation which is customer hyphen schema on relation R, schema relation R. Next is relation instance. The current values of a relation are specified by table, and that is called as relation instance. An element T of R is a tuple and is represented by a row in a table. For example, customer is a relation, small relation R, which will have a attribute or columns, that is customer name, customer street, customer name, customer street, and customer city. So Jones, main, Harrison will be a element T of R, that is one tuple of R. And this is called as a relation instance. The current values of relation are specified by table.